तो हमने दो बेसिक फंक्शन का फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म देखा. द फर्स्ट वन इज इम्पल्स एंड सेकेंड वन इज e to the power minus at into ut exponential function. Let's calculate some more Fourier transform to get idea what Fourier transform is, and very important to draw the spectrum of Fourier transform. Let's say xt is equivalent to e to the power at u of minus t when a is greater than 0. How we can draw this function? If a is greater than 0, the integration of this function is finite because this function looks like this. This is x of t, this is t, and at t equal to 0 value is 1, then function will be decay exponentially. So this is e to the power at into u of minus t. This is my function. Now if this is function and value at t equal to 0 is 1. Now what we can say? We can say that x of omega, we are interested in x of omega, and what is x of omega? X of omega is minus infinite to infinite x of t into e to the power minus of j omega t into dt. So this is Fourier transform. This is Fourier transform. So let's calculate this. I can say that x of omega will be minus infinite to 0, limit is minus infinite to 0, e to the power at into e to the power minus of j into omega into t into dt. Now I can say x of omega can be written as minus infinite to 0. Let's take e to the power, let's take t common, it's a minus of j omega. If I take base is same, you can add the power t common, a minus j omega into dt. So integration of this is given by 1 divided by a minus j omega into e to the power t a minus of j omega from t equal to 0, t equal to minus infinite to t equal to 0. X of omega can be written as 1 divided by a minus j omega, and this value e to the power 0, यहाँ t equal to 0 रखा, minus e to the power minus of infinity. So I can say that x of omega equal to a minus of j omega. Now we can draw the spectrum of a minus j omega. I can write this is magnitude spectrum and this is phase spectrum. So we can draw the mod of x of omega will be 1 divided by a square plus omega square to the power 1 by 2, because a minus j omega is having same magnitude, and phase of j omega, phase of x of omega is given by tan inverse of minus omega by a, which I can write minus tan inverse of omega by a. Fine. So we can draw this. The first one is magnitude spectrum. So I can draw the magnitude spectrum by this. दिस इज हैविंग सेम कर्व ऑफ ई टू, मैग्नीट्यूड तो सेम होगा चाहे वो यहां एक्सपोनेंशियल बने या पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में बने, तो मैग्नीट्यूड स्पेक्ट्रम इज सेम एज प्रीवियस. दिस इज ओमेगा इक्वल टू 0. This is 1 by a, omega equal to 0, then the function will decay. Then phase spectrum is now different. On vertical axis I am drawing angle of x of omega, on horizontal axis we are drawing omega. So I can say when omega is plus infinity, when omega is infinity, angle is minus 90 degree. Acha, 1 minus this and 1 minus because this lies in denominator. So there are 2 minus which makes it plus. So this is infinity and 1 minus at omega equal to minus infinity, it's a minus of pi by 2. So we can say this is the function for, this is the phase spectrum. And this is known as magnitude spectrum of e to the power at u of minus t function. Okay. So now let's draw some more function to get idea of Fourier transform. Now there is one property of Fourier transform, and this property is known as linearity. Linearity property. What it says? It says that if x1t having Fourier transform x1 of omega when x2 of t having Fourier transform x2 of omega, then a times of x1t plus b times of x2t will have Fourier transform a times of x1 omega plus b times of x2 omega. This is linearity property of Fourier transform. So I am using this property, and let's calculate the Fourier transform for x of t equal to x of t is equivalent to e to the power minus a mod of t when a is greater than 0. This is the fourth Fourier transform we are calculating. The first is del t, then e to the power minus at, and this is okay. I can write this function x of t. I can write x of t as, and of course a is greater than 0. So when a is greater than 0, t is greater than 0, it's e to the power minus at into ut, because this exists for greater than 0, and when t is less than 0 I have to multiply by minus, so it is e to the power at into u of minus t. So I can say I am interested in Fourier transform of e to the power minus a t into ut plus e to the power a into t u of minus t. So we are interested in Fourier transform of this quantity. This will be my x of omega. So I can say the Fourier transform of e to the power minus a t into u of t is given by 1 divided by a plus j omega, जैसा कि हमने अभी देखा, and Fourier transform of e to the power at into u of minus t is 1 divided by a minus j omega. अभी देखा हमने सेकेंड एंड थर्ड फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म. Now addition will this 2 will be, and this is my x1 of omega and this is x2 of omega. So I can say the addition of this two Fourier transform is x of omega. So x of omega can be written as x1 of omega plus x2 of omega. So I can write this as a 1 divided by a minus j omega plus 1 divided by a plus j omega is x of omega. And can I say, if we add this two number, this plus minus cancel, 2a divided by a plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square, iota square will be plus. This is the Fourier transform of the given function. X of omega is 2a divided by a square plus omega square, and you can draw this. No phase because no imaginary term is here. So I can say on vertical axis you can draw the magnitude x of omega, and horizontal axis you can draw omega. Set omega equal to 0, value is 2 by a. Then when you increase omega, this will decrease. So this is magnitude spectrum for e to the power minus a mod of t, है ना. तो ध्यान रखें, this is very important Fourier transform. E to the power minus a mod of t when a is greater than 0 will gives you 2a divided by a square plus omega square. This is the Fourier transform. Now let's calculate one more Fourier transform of this function, and we are interested in Fourier transform of signum t, है ना. Because this function is not defined at t equal to 0, this is signum t. This is signum t and this is t. Because this function is not defined at t equal to 0, I will use some analytical method to calculate this, the Fourier transform of signum t, है ना. Function should have definition at every instant of time. फंक्शन का डेफिनेशन यहां नहीं है, डिसकंटिन्यूटी है. तो कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे जरा देखो. लेट मी से दैट xt is, suppose I am interested in xt is e to the power at into u of t minus e to the power minus at, e to the power minus at u of t and e to the power at u of minus t. Let's say I want Fourier transform of this function. So I can draw this function. This is my xt. So I can draw the xt. And this is t. So for t greater than 0, first function will exist. So I should say for t greater than 0, the function will looks like this. This is e to the power minus of at into u of t. And for t less than 0, this function exists. And at t equal to 0, it's a minus 1. So this is the function e to the power at into u of minus t. और जरा देखें कि इसका फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म कितना होगा. तो वी नो दैट द फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ xt is given by 1 divided by a plus j omega minus 1 divided by a minus j omega. Correct? Now if I set ये a क्या बताता है, a इसका कर्वेचर बताता है। तो अगर मैंने a को 0 कर दिया, लेट्स टेक आई एम टेकिंग a इक्वल टू 0, तो इसका कर्वेचर कितना हो जाएगा, आई कैन से द कर्वेचर ऑफ दिस फंक्शन विल बी 0 और इसका भी कर्वेचर कितना हो जाएगा 0, एंड दैट जीरो कर्वेचर प्लॉट इज व्हाट, सिग्नम ऑफ टी। ये जो प्लॉट होगा डॉट लाइन से जो बनाया है, दिस प्लॉट इज सिग्नम ऑफ टी। सो आई कैन से x of t by making t equal to 0 will be signum of t, and not t equal to 0 by making a equal to 0 is signum of t. So I should say the similarity can be applied between x of omega at a equal to 0 will gives you Fourier transform of signum t. So I can say, let's make a equal to 0. So I can say that if I select a equal to 0, so Fourier transform of signum t you can have by making a equal to 0. So this is 1 divided by j omega, and if a equal to 0, this is minus plus, this is 1 divided by j omega. So I can say the Fourier transform of signum t is 2 divided by j omega. Now what we can say, we can draw this, the magnitude spectrum. The magnitude spectrum is given by, let's say this is x of omega, x s of omega, s means signum of omega. So I can say x s of omega can be written as 2 divided by omega, because its imaginary part is 0, real part is 0, so 0 square plus 2 divided by omega, and angle of x s of omega is minus of 90 degree. So we can draw this is angle of magnitude of x of omega. So I can say magnitude x s of omega can be written as at 0 plus it's infinity. So this is the curve, and at 0 minus it's minus infinity. So this is the curve. This is a rectangular hyperbola. Xy equal to c is rectangular hyperbola. So its a magnitude spectrum is rectangular hyperbola. And what's about phase spectrum? So I can say that the phase spectrum will be this. If this represents angle of excess of omega, this represents omega, and this represents minus 90 degree. ऊपर नीचे कहीं आपने जहां लिया है वहां बना सकते हैं. तो this is minus 90 degree. So this is the Fourier transform of signum function. Because function is not having definition at t equal to 0, that's why we are using some other method to calculate this, some analytical method, some limiting case of this function. So Fourier transform of signum t is 2 divided by j omega. So next Fourier transform is Fourier transform of 1. Fourier transform of a constant number, है ना? But we don't know the point where this signal is jumped from 0 to 1. है ना? There is no transition detail available for 1. This is x of t. This is 1. This is t. So 1 is 1 for minus infinite to plus infinite. So for calculating the Fourier transform of 1, I will again use some method, analytical method to calculate this. Let's say calculate the inverse Fourier transform of del ओमेगा. हम क्या करते हैं, इनवर्स फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म निकाल लेते हैं डेल ओमेगा का. तो कैन आई से द इनवर्स फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ डेल ओमेगा is 1 over 2 pi integral from minus infinite to plus infinite del omega into e to the power j omega t into d of omega. So here I am writing the expression for del omega. So this is inverse Fourier transform of del omega, and I can say the inverse Fourier transform of del omega is 1 over 2 pi, because this integral is 1. The product of this two function is only defined at omega equal to 0. If omega is equivalent to 0, this expression will become 1, है ना. e to the power j omega t at omega equal to 0 will become 1. So it's a del omega d omega is 1. So I should say inverse Fourier transform of del omega is 1 by 2 pi, or I should say इस इनवर्स को यहां लेके आता हूं तो फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ 1 by 2 pi 1 divided by 2 pi is del omega, or I should say the Fourier transform of 1 is 2 into pi into del into omega. So what is Fourier transform of 1? I can draw the spectrum that Fourier transform of 1 that omega, that x of omega, and what is x of omega? X of omega is Fourier transform of 1, and this value is 2 pi del omega. So you will get one impulse. You will get one impulse. And this is 2 into pi into del omega. The height of impulse is 2 pi into del of omega. So I should say this is the spectrum for Fourier transform of 1, and this is given in omega domain. If you want expression of xf, then I should say x of omega divided by 2 pi is x of f. So I should say x of f will be del of f. तो अगर आप f डोमेन में जानना चाहते हैं तो फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ 1 इज डेल f, है ना. 1 का फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म कितना होगा? द फूरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ 1 इज डेल f, और आई शुड से इट्स 2 into pi into del omega. So fine, this is the idea for the question, Fourier transform of 1. Now let's calculate one more Fourier transform, and this Fourier transform is Fourier transform of unit step function. Now let's calculate the Fourier transform of unit step function. Fourier transform of unit step function. So this is the function. So I should say this is one unit step function. This is 1 for t greater than 0, and 0 for t less than 0. Okay, this is the function, unit step function. So how to calculate the Fourier transform for this function, है ना. Again there is a discontinuity at t equal to 0. So to avoid this calculation we will use this method. We know that the Fourier transform of signum t is given by the Fourier transform of signum t is given by 2 divided by j omega. Now, can I say signum t plus 1 is equivalent to 2 times of ut? We know this relationship from our signal theory that signum t में अगर आप 1 ऐड करेंगे और 2 से डिवाइड कर देंगे तो क्या बन जाएगा ut. So I should say the Fourier transform for ut is equivalent to the Fourier transform of signum t plus 1 divided by 2, or I should say this is equivalent to the Fourier transform of signum t plus Fourier transform of 1 divided by 2. So I should say this Fourier transform will be signum t is 2 divided by j omega plus 1 is having 2 pi del omega, this whole divided by 2. So 2, 2, 2 cancel, it's a 1 divided by j omega plus 2 pi del omega. So this is the Fourier transform of x of omega. This is Fourier transform for x of u of omega. So u of t.